It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Dolphins and the Ravens, and it comes your way next.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson up here in the booth. Should be a good matchup here, Greg. A couple of playoff teams a year ago that are hoping to take that ultimate step and get to the Super Bowl this season.
And oftentimes, that's the most difficult step, right? You go from being a perennial playoff contender. That's great. But now, how many of these teams can now say, okay, not only are we in the playoffs year in and year out, but we are a legitimate Super Bowl contender in any given season? That is easier said than done, but I think these two teams today both...
The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go from South Florida. On the return, Malik Washington. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field, led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
And he's coming off a game where he's pretty much held in check for the majority of the contest. He had a couple nice throws here and there, and I think that's what gives this team hope that he is the quarterback for the future, Mike, because when he's on, it looks like big boy football. The problem is they just don't see it enough. He didn't get into any sort of established rhythm, never found the end zone, and of course he had the one interception. I think today, get him off to a good start. Get an idea of what the defense is looking to do to counter you, and find some easy layups to get this quarterback going. I think last week they weren't able to do it, and if they don't find early success today, I have a feeling the result might not be all that different. Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
And he's going to be brought down behind the line. This defense fired up to start the game. It's fourth down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
This kick hangs up, and a fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
Coming off a loss last time out, I think the number one goal today, Mike, is he needs to make a bigger impact on the outcome of today's game. Last week, he was not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but it was really just a modest performance. He was okay. Well, okay at the quarterback position is not a winning formula week in and week out in the NFL. They need him to be a difference maker. They need him to be a dynamic playmaker. He's capable of all those things, and if we can get that level of play out of him today, I think they can expect a different result than last week.
And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Neutral zone infraction, defense. Still first down.
So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Lamar going to work from the pistol. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
These are the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Slot man in motion left. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. He's going to tuck it and go. He is in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Dolphins nothing.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Washington now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Devon Achane ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. As we give you a look at the league's leaders in receiving touchdowns, you can see he's second best among NFL running backs at this point in the year. Fake the handoff. Now Tua sending it deep for Waddle. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. Now the former Texas A&M Aggie. Here's Devon Achane. He'll push forward for about a yard. Nate Wiggins up to make the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Achane. He'll inch forward for maybe a yard. Roquan Smith there to bring him down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Throwing on 3rd down, Tagovailoa. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. And the Ravens are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Ravens offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Jackson. He finds Likely, his tight end.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Jackson now on 2nd down. He's going to run it.
Lamar Jackson scrambles from the pocket.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
On play action, here's Jackson.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
At the 47-yard line.
There's a short one caught by Andrews. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
First down.
Now Lamar gonna hang on to it, and he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. From the gun, Jackson. He'll try to run for it. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. It's picked up by the Dolphins. And now, following the turnover, we have an injured player on the field. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now Tua. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Give him 19 yards on 3rd and 18. They found a way to get it done. First down.
That's good for a Miami Dolphin. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
In motion, it's Waddle. Off play action, it's 2. Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
3rd and long.
Nate Wiggins on the coverage.
Hill brought in motion. 3rd and long, and here's Tua. That's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
8-yard loss.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system. And all these early sacks, yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And he's not able to get away. He does manage to get back to the original line of scrimmage, and that'll set up 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. He's going to keep it himself. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll motion over Flowers. 2nd down. Jackson. In trouble, and down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. In motion, it's Waddle. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. Sending it deep for Waddle. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. On first down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. In motion, it's Waddle. A play fake. Now Tua to throw. Sending it deep for Waddle. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Again, it's Tua. He'll try and get there on the ground. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
And that just can't happen. 3rd and long, just understand, contain the ball, rally tackle, just get the ball carrier on the ground. Not only not able to get to him inside the pocket, he's able to extend the play with his legs and pick up a huge, long first down.
Tua going to give it to Achane. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So after 1, it's the Ravens out front. And we're back to South Florida after this. Here's a 2nd and 9. Tagovailoa working out of the pistol. He'll get this one out to his fullback. He'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front, and they're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long. Hill brought in motion. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. This will be from 47 yards. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to get back to work. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
3rd and 5. Throwing Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Here's Jordan Stout now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Dolphins offense ready to take over once more. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. Austin Jackson, the former 1st rounder, guilty there. From the gun, here's Tua. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Now it's Tua. He'll get this out wide. He'll be stopped here short of the 1st down marker. Penalty flag is out as well. Here's Jake Bailey now as he's on to punt for Miami. Now a fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Jackson looking to throw to the tight end, Likely. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to pick this one up on the ground. And he's not going to get the 1st down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Dolphins offense ready to get back at it. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Here's Tua. To the outside, he's got Waddle. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. He'll come up now for second down and 4.
At the 29-yard line.
Here's a give to Achane. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Michael Pierce there to meet him. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Third down, 3 to go. Tua gonna throw. That'll be caught. It's Jalen Wright. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is gonna bring up fourth down. Here's the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully, and that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. The Ravens offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
On the option, they give it to Henry. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9, just a yard short of that first down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They motion the slot man left. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. A first down throw for Jackson. A pass right side going to be taken in by Walker.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Jackson now on second down. There's a short one caught by Andrews.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
So now after the penalty, a much tougher prospect to convert. It is 3rd and 9. Jackson up top again. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Here's their punter now, as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Dolphins offense about ready to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Play action. Tagovailoa. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Tagovailoa. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
brings up third down.
They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Tua now on third down. He gets that to his tight end, Smith. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Hill brought in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Tua. He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the Ravens, 33
They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Look wide. Get this one complete. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Dolphins 1st down.
Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake-filled first half continues. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. A pistol set with Tagovailoa. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
15 yards to go.
To the air again, Tagovailoa. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. 7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Throwing on 3rd down, Tagovailoa. That one a bit high, but it's complete. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
A 38-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Dolphins are back within 1. It's 7-6.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. It's the tight end Likely in motion. On play action, here's Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 32-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's caught by Walker. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
And the Ravens 1st down.
They send him right out of the slot. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. Here's 1st and 10. In motion comes Andrews. On 1st and 10, Jackson. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To the air one more time with Jackson. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. It is 3rd and 10. Again, it's Jackson. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So you can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
The Dolphins offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. Now a 1st down throw for Tua.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Still 1st down.
To throw is Tua. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And that is no good. He missed it. So we've reached halftime, and the visiting Ravens are in front. As we head north to Orlando, we're going to join the coach, Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll begin up in the Steel City, Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, where it was the home team who were able to hold serve and get a victory in their stadium. Justin Fields, strong in the win, as his guys run their record to 8-2 with the W. From there, we move to H-Town to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. C.J. Stroud, sharp in the victory, as his guys get back within a game of 500. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Minnesota Vikings. J.J. McCarthy, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. We saw a terrific first half from the dual-threat quarterback Lamar Jackson. He was able to take it in himself for the game's only touchdown. And you wonder if this coaching staff will ask him to do a bit more the rest of the way.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half, about to get started. This is fielded inside the 5. We'll get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. This is Henry. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. He'll go again here with Henry. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. In motion comes Andrews. On third down, Jackson. That is caught. He finds Walker. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And this one will not work. He goes out of bounds. They're going to drop 4 on that one. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. They'll motion over Flowers. 2nd down, Jackson. He's got a man. It's Walker.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
He was trying to get that to Tez Walker. And it's going to bring up 4th down. This brought him out past the 20. Oh, looked like he may have hit a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. The home team's offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day. Not exactly the type of drive to write home about, Mike. 3 passes, 3 incompletions, no yards gained. And I really can't blame any of these fans who have continued to voice their frustration, especially after that last series of play calls.
And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line. The visitors' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. A pass right side going to be taken in by Walker. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here's a 2nd and 6. In motion comes Andrews. Jackson now on 2nd down. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. In motion comes Walker. 3rd and short, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Ravens bring their punt team out. A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The home team's offense ready for this next possession. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Man in motion here is Washington. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And he'll get this only up to about the 33-yard line.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Encroachment, defense. Still 2nd down.
From the gun, here's Tua. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. And now you hold your breath when you see this. That's Tua, who's in some obvious discomfort. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Hill brought in motion. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and that'll set up 4th down. Punt team comes out. Dolphins going to kick it away, as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. The visitors' offense back onto the field for their next possession. Slot receiver headed right. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Ravens.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Now Jackson, this a designed run. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Here now, 3rd and 5. Now it's Jackson. He'll run again. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
These are the plays that are just crushing for a defense. Here you are, you think you're about to make a big stop, force 4th down, and get the football back. But instead, you let the quarterback get loose. He picks up the 1st down with his legs, and now you got to defend a fresh set of downs.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. On the handoff, it's Henry. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard. Here's 3rd and 7. Throwing Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Nothing real fancy on that one, just a defensive lineman winning his one-on-one matchup. He beats the offensive lineman, gets to the quarterback, and brings him down for a sack.
So that one going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
They'll motion the tight end Smith. On 2nd down, Achane. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
Encroachment, defense. Automatic first down.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. Hill brought in motion. They go play action now. Wilson. That's taken in by Achane. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now a give, but here comes a reverse. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit because that one went nowhere.
Third and long. It's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Jackson now. Throw across his body is complete. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Catch made there, left side by Walker. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Jackson up top again. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Play action now. Jackson. He finds Likely, his tight end. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Out is Justin Tucker to try the field goal. This officially a 58-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And they'll remain out front by 1.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing is Wilson. That's caught downfield by Smith. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
He's going to force his way for a yard or 2, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. From the gun, it's Wilson. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down. To throw again is Wilson. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Looking for room out on the edge. You're not going to find any. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down. So now Mike McDaniel will send out the field goal unit. This one from 52 yards away. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Dolphins move out front. It's 9-7.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves him out in front.
He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he'll get forward for a couple. Play is made on defense by Jordan Brooks. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 8. Here's Jackson. He keeps it himself. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
They face 2nd down and 7. In motion comes Andrews. To throw is Jackson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On third down, Jackson. He's going to take a shot down the field.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
The home team's offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. Play action. It's Wilson. He'll get this out to the left flat, and he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. On the handoff, this is Achane. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. They go play action with Wilson. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
Punt team headed out for the Dolphins as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. Crazy. Oh, the coverage was great. They gave him no room to operate and made him pay for catching the ball. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a 1st down. From the gun, Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Whistles look like the right side got an early jump there. Let's check the flag. Now Jackson. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging, because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch and they can't get out in front. And that's really where you see the highs and lows of this game, Mike. I mean, on one sideline, celebration, hands in the air. The other, disappointment. That's a tough one to stomach. I mean, you've got a chance here to take the lead late, and you can't convert.
Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. Man in motion here is Washington. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. He'll only be able to get the 47-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at at the 47-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot, and I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money. When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Ravens offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They trail by 2 and will start this drive with 1st and 10. Back to throw, Jackson. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Now, Jackson. There's that man again, another catch. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Jackson looking to throw. Now a screen set up for Henry. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
1st down, Baltimore.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast. There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
A pass pulled in by Henry. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. It's the tight end Likely in motion. 3rd and short, Jackson. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
And this has been a familiar sight all day today for this defense. They have no answer for this quarterback as a runner. That last scramble puts him over 100 yards for the day.
A couple of 1st downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Jackson now on 2nd down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
One of those plays where you like the idea, you just don't like the execution. I didn't feel the quarterback was overly comfortable in the pocket. Footwork a little bit sloppy. All of a sudden now the pass is a little less accurate and an opportunity for a big shot. You end up falling short.
He'll try and get there on the ground.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself. But they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
So out comes a guy who's been here before. Big spot for Justin Tucker. This to take the lead here in the 4th. This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Wow, what a big kick there. I mean, just looking down, anytime the kicker is lined up on the other side of the 50, you think, there's no way this ball's going to get there, Mike. But listen, he's got a big leg. This one he strikes absolutely perfect. That was good off the foot.
The Dolphins offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll start out First down and 10. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. In motion, it's Waddle. 3rd and long, it's Wilson. That's complete. It's Waddle. And he's taken down up past the 35.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled?
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
4th down.
Back to throw. This is caught. He's got a long way to go. First and 10. They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. They're going to go right back to Henry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, and a crusher there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. Ravens sending the punt team out there. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. The Dolphins offense and receiver Jalen Waddle getting ready to go back to work. This is 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Catch made there by Waddle. And he's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. That's taken in by Achane. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. They have time to work with, but they have no timeouts. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
Wiggins on the coverage.
Man in motion here is Washington. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up.
10 yards to go.
He'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
Now fourth down.
In motion, it's Waddle. Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And he's going to go down. The pressure, once again, too much. And that should wrap this one up. They'll come up here, first and 10. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. They'll try again. It's second and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.